Why is it that we wear our best clothing going to work and we look our best going to work and we get home and we go, well, that's over? Hey there, Coach Devin here. So I saw an Instagram post the other day from somebody I follow, and it really pissed me off. For lack of a better term, it pissed me off. I see lots of them all the time. Sometimes I see them with health and fitness, and they're just spinning crap and lies and everything else, and that drives me nuts. But this one actually was one of those ones that just got underneath my skin like nobody's business, and we're going to talk about that right now and why it does. Before we get going, hit that like and subscribe down below. So hit that heart, please subscribe. The reason I make these videos is I'm trying to help people out there in the health and fitness industry and other people who just want to be more fit, get more fit without making stupid mistakes. There's a ton of crap out there online. I try to give good scientific, real information about health and fitness. So please hit that heart down below, subscribe, hit the bell because the bell lets you know when I make another video. It would be really helpful. It helps the algorithm if you do those things. Comment. If you have comment about anything I have to say, I 99.9% of the time get back to you unless you can act like a complete jerk and share this with your friends. Okay, so I see this post. And the lady in the post, I'm not going to name her because I think that'd be kind of a jerk thing to do, but she makes this post about her husband, and she came downstairs and she was wearing, nice clothes. I guess she was going somewhere, and the husband did this huge double take because he never sees her in anything but dirty sweatpants. And now they have some kids. I think they have like 3 kids. Never sees anything but dirty sweatpants and ratty t-shirts, but he loves her anyway. And basically the post was, I dress like crap at home for my husband, but he loves me anyway. Isn't he such a great guy? We have a great life together. It's one of those posts, and I'm sure you've seen them. People post those, and you know what? It's great. I think it's fantastic that her husband supports her and is okay with everything. That's fine. I'm not making a specific. I'm not annoyed at her specifically. What I want to talk about is the fact that why are we giving up at home completely? That's what I want to know. Why are we giving up at home? Because listen, when we get down to it, when you start dating somebody, so you and I start dating and we're putting our best foot forward. I don't come to your house wearing dirty clothes. I brush my teeth, I have a shower, you do the same thing because you don't want to look like a dirtbag. You know what I mean? I don't come and give you hell and complain all day. Like I put my best foot forward. It's a date. That's what we do. We want to impress the other person. And somewhere along the line, it becomes okay to just wear dirty, crappy pants at home and not give a damn. I don't understand that. It's like the people, like I've talked about it before. I had a guy one time say to me, one of my kids' sports games, he said, "Oh, you own a gym, do you?" And I said, "Yeah, I own a gym." He said, "Well, I used to work out a lot. I was super fit when I was younger. But I'm married now, I don't have to do that stuff." And the subtext of that was, look at me. At the time I was single, I was divorced, and it was like the subtext was like, you poor schmuck, you got to do all this work to meet women. I already got a woman. And I'm like, okay, first off, having been divorced, she can leave your ass at any time. She can go whenever, it won't matter. And second off, dude, come on now, I don't understand that. Why aren't you not putting your best foot forward for your spouse? This guy was wicked out of shape. Just didn't give a damn. He 100% didn't care because he was married and she was stuck. And I'm like, I don't believe any of that. I don't believe anybody's stuck because 50% of marriages end in divorce. But more importantly, why are we giving up? I'm not saying that you should be dressed to the nines when you go home. I don't think you have to. You can wear comfortable clothing, sure. But why is it, and explain this one to me, why is it that we wear our best clothing going to work and we look our best going to work and we get home and we go, well, that's over? Why would we do that? Does our spouse or a significant other, they don't deserve to see you look good? You don't care enough for them to look good? You'll get dressed up for a date night once a month, but outside of that, too bad for you? To me, that's stupid. And before you get on, say, oh, I must be putting a bunch of pressure on my wife, because that'll be the next people will be like, Devin, you're putting all this pressure on your wife. Listen, my wife wears comfy clothes at home. I think she looks super hot when she wears them. I tell her that all the time. Like when you wear it, she wears my track pants like my sweatpants all the time. I'm like, I don't know, there's something about that that's super hot. I like that. But she's not wearing dirty clothes. She's had a shower. She's, she still looks great. And that's totally okay. I'm happy with her wearing things that are comfortable. I think people should. I just don't think people should completely give up and say, screw it, I don't give a damn. Like, what are we doing? Because that's not a relationship that's going to last well. Like, why are you dressing up for a bunch of people at work, or when you're going out for a girls' night or a guy's night, and you're going to dress to the nines and look really good, and then the person that you really are supposed to care about and love, you don't do that. You're like, oh, they can't have that. Only the other people can have that. Well, that doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make sense. It's like saying, I'm fit, I take care of myself, and as soon as I get in a relationship, I'm like, well, that's all over. Kind of like that guy that came up to me. He's like, well, I don't have to do that anymore. Okay, well, that's great. You don't have to do it anymore, I guess, but you did it to trick somebody because you're kind of tricking them to be in a relationship with you because you looked a certain way. It's like false advertising. You know what I mean? It really is false advertising. That guy was like, he's catfishing somebody almost. I'm going to look good right now, but then later on, I'm just not going to give a damn. I'm going to get fat. Who cares? It doesn't seem like a good idea to me. Like, you should at least, I'm not saying you have to be ripped to death for your spouse. I'm saying at least try to have the same semblance of when you were dating. That's what I'm saying. Put in the same, not the whole amount of work, but at least some of the same work. At least some of the same work, close to the same work. You know what I mean? Like, put your best foot forward, because you know what? Your spouse is there. They're the person who's with you, that they're supposed to love you and be with you for the rest of your life. Put your best foot forward. You know what? If you treat your spouse badly, if you don't give a damn about their opinion, if you are dressing like a slob, if you are super, your whole body is changed, if you don't care about hygiene anymore, which some people actually, believe it or not, do, why are we doing this? Like, you're catfishing people. Stop catfishing people. Just, you know what? It's okay to put your best foot forward. It's okay to be in comfy clothes sometimes, for sure. But also, it is important, I think, personally, for me, it's important that I put my best foot forward for my wife. I want to look good for her. It's important to me to look good for her. I'm not going to be that guy who goes, I'm going to quit working out. I'm also not going to wear dirty, slobby clothes around all the time. Like, yeah, sometimes I wear sweatpants at home. That's cool. I wear sweatpants to work, too. But you know what I mean? Like, you can be relaxed and still look good. You can be relaxed and still look like you give a damn. I think that's important. I think that's something we're losing now. And you know what? You're not going to maintain anything if you don't put time and effort and hard work into it. I can tell you from my business, if you don't put time, effort, and hard work into exercise, you won't be fit. If you quit, nothing good happens. If you're going to your job every day, and in your job you're like, I just don't care. Show up sometimes, don't show up sometimes, do half-ass work, guess what? Either you don't have a job or you never get a promotion and you're stuck in it, then at that point a dead-end job forever. So why would you do those things that you won't do at work and you won't do when you're dating? Why would you do those things to your spouse then? It doesn't to me make any sense. And it really doesn't make sense. To me, this is what really annoys me, is it the guys will get dressed up for guys' night out, or the girls will get all dolled up to go downtown or go out for a girls' night somewhere. And I'm like, so random people mean more at work, mean more to you than your spouse. People at a bar or wherever, random people and your friends, they mean more to you than your spouse. Why would you not put a little bit, not all of it, just put a little bit of time, effort, and work into giving a damn for those people? Like, you care about what people at work think. You care about how your girlfriends or your friends think. You care about random men or women. I'm not going to, whatever, men or women at a bar think who you don't know. That's important to you, but the rest of it isn't important to you? I don't get that. To me, I just don't understand it. I think it doesn't make sense logically. I've thought about this for a bit. It makes no logical sense why you would do that. So, put time and energy into your relationship, put time and energy into your body, take care of yourself. You put the same amount of time, energy, and interest that you did when you were single and or first dating in, because you know what? That's okay. That's okay. And if you put in too much and you can't keep up with that, then you know what? You're kind of catfishing the person anyway, so you shouldn't be doing it. But you know what? You want a successful relationship, you want a successful friendship, put time and energy into it. It's that simple. But don't be like bragging it up about the fact that I wear scrubby clothes around the house and it's dirty, I don't wash, and I'm gaining weight because I don't care like that guy in that. That's not cool. To me, it's not cool. What do you think? You think this is ridiculous, or you think I'm just on some rant here? Comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Do some stuff for your spouse out there, and don't fight the awesome.